I just want to talk to you guys about 2024, for fans of the channel, for people that just got here. If you're interested and to know a little bit about me and behind the scenes, this is probably the video to do it. I want to recap the year and talk a little bit about all the crazy things that happened and the things that we set for 2024 and, life-changing things, I suppose. 11 months ago, basically in December, I posted to my YouTube a post of the 2023 recap. And as you can see, our recap for 2023 was here. We got 1,954 total subscribers. In the year, we got 500,000 views, 162 uploads on the channel, 1.8 thousand comments, 13,000 likes, and our most viewed video was the complete Call of Duty Modern Warfare story. Now, in this post, I said 2023 was the best year for the channel. I reached 1,000 subscribers after starting back in 2020. We are now closing in on 2,000. However, I only have one goal for 2024 involving the channel. I'm gonna shoot for 20,000 subscribers by the time 2024 ends. Thank you to everyone who spends any time watching my content. Now, at that point, I thought, wow, this is amazing. I've never imagined this. And I remember telling myself, shooting for 20,000 subscribers in 2024, after I only just made it to 1,000 in 2023, and I've been doing this already for 3 years, and I'm about to crack 2,000 going into 2024, sounds pretty ridiculous. Well, this is the recap for 2024. 12,000 new subscribers, 3 million views, 240 uploads, 112,000 likes, 10,000 comments, 4,399 shares. Now, I received this a few days ago, like maybe a week. Well, actually, I might have received this about a week and a half ago. So the numbers probably increased just a little bit. But overall, we got 12,000 new subscribers, and we are sitting at 14,577 subscribers as of this video recording. So we are about 6,000 subscribers short of the goal that I had set. But you got to understand, when I made that goal, I didn't even think I was like, I'm gonna set a goal and I'm gonna try to go for it, but that's pretty crazy. Because, if you look at the history and the growth of the channel, why in the hell would I make 20,000? You would think that I would make the same amount that I made last year. But no, this year was a complete change in YouTube. The growth was tremendous. As you can see, the money was good enough for me to be able to pay a lot of the bills, the main bills that I have here at the house. And for a little context, I worked at a newspaper from 2017 to 2023, and then some other stuff happened. Got another job, and then things were promised, and it turned out to be an absolute big mistake for me and my family. And when I say my family, I'm talking about my wife, and then 2 cats that we have, and that's it. So it was a huge mistake, and I was probably at the lowest that I've ever been in my life. And I kept trying to put out content throughout the whole experience of the new job, throughout me feeling like shit, I suppose. I'm not gonna bitch and moan about it, but I just felt like shit. And so I just thought to myself, like, damn, I'm gonna keep trying to put out this content, but I don't know if it's gonna work or not. And looking back at the videos that came out during that time, they feel a little sad. To be honest, they feel a little sad. They don't feel all that great like they maybe feel now. And so I left that job, and I was like, I'm gonna try to push on YouTube as hard as I can. Like right now, I have my wife to support, and I got the cats and other bills and bull crap and car payments and shit like that. But I was like, I'll grind, and my wife's been very supportive of this whole damn thing. And I know that a lot of people in general just wouldn't be. And if I was single and not married and all that stuff, maybe it'd be easier, because I'd be like, well, I can just keep grinding until I want to. But I'm not grinding until I want to. I'm grinding right now and trying to make this work. But if it doesn't work by a certain time frame that I have for me, then it just didn't work out. But I'm gonna keep trying to push, and we're gonna bring out so much different content. You guys know that at the bare minimum, consistency you're gonna get, because I upload like every day, and sometimes I'll take the weekends off just for the hell of it. But other than that, I'm uploading every single freaking day as much as I can. And so my wife's been very supportive of this, and that's why we've gotten to where we've gotten. I've made enough money monthly to pay for the bills, and as long as the bills are paid for, we'll figure the other stuff out. And so it's been a wild ride, guys, to be quite honest. It's been a freaking wild ride, and I love every single minute of this that I'm doing. Sometimes they're hard, some days are hard too. You have a lot of things that are kind of going through, and you're like, well, I don't know if I can upload or this and that. But what I think of every single time that I get, I would say maybe lazy or complacent, or like, oh, I don't want to do this. I think of the time that I was breaking my back working at that other job that I mentioned, dealing with the boss that just whatever, and being in the heat and doing all these other things. And I'm like, I'd rather not do that again. And so I'm gonna toughen up and, you know, shut up and keep grinding. And it's a lonely road, this whole YouTube journey, because it's a lot of self-motivation. I'm waking up early every day trying to work for 8 hours, and I'm just trying to get it as much as I can. So it's a really self-motivating thing, and sometimes you're grinding for hours alone, sometimes you're working at night, sometimes you're working in the middle of the day, you know, on these odd hours. But, you know, you're trying to get it because you want to, because you need to. And so, yes, it's been a great year. It's been a lot better than I expected. We fell short of our 20,000 subscriber goal, but, you know, shoot for the fucking stars and see what happens. I'll tell you what the goal is for 2025, and we'll see if we can make it. One other thing that I want to touch on is there's been a lot of changes within the channel. I think that a lot of the growth this year came from Call of Duty. It kind of happened accidentally. If you guys know, like from the very beginning in 2020 when I started this channel, I started this Let's Play. You know, it was a Let's Play channel where we just play video games. And the reason that I did that was because of Hollow, or Hollow Point. He's actually the reason that, you know, motivated me to start doing a YouTube channel. I had been following Hollow for a while, and his motivational videos and his vlogs about kind of the struggles that he's going through, him having a family and him kind of trying to figure things out, and him, you know, pursuing a personal training career and then working as a medic and then kind of doing YouTube. It resonated a lot with me because his wife was very supportive, and so was mine. And when I was going to college, I was, you know, trying to pursue something in the personal or in the, you know, personal training area or whatnot. So I just related a lot to him, and he said, you know, if I can do it, you can do it type thing. And so I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'll do it. I'll try. You know, I love video games. I've always loved video games. The way he plays all these different types of video games were just really cool and enjoyable, and I want to do that too. I love playing, and, you know, we'll get some commentary going. And like every YouTuber, I tried to start a Let's Play channel back in 2020, and the first year was so hard because I was consistent. And, you know, it says here on my channel that I have over 1,000 videos is because I was uploading like daily. Because I thought, you know, the more that I upload, the better, the more I know. Try out all these different games. Like new games were coming out, and I was buying them and playing them, but I wasn't getting any views. I wasn't getting any results. I was getting like 2 views a video, 1 view, 0 views, 10 views, 5 views. It was just awful. And, you know, I was like, okay, whatever. I just keep going, and I kept going thinking like one day a video's gonna hit and I'm gonna blow up and yada yada. But it never happened that way until I came up with this little well, this future Brandon cutting in. I'm gonna have to end the video basically here. There was another 7 minutes that I had added to this portion, but I screwed up the recording. I think I hit the mic while I was recording, and then it's kind of stopped recording from that point forward. So I'm really sorry. I don't have time to go back and explain everything again in detail that I had explained. To quickly wrap up what I was talking about in my last point, I started something called a gaming talk, and it started with BioShock, and then it moved on to other different games. And then I realized that I wanted to do like these story essays or conversate about great games that I've played. Like, you know, it could be Cyberpunk, it could be Red Dead Redemption, it could be God of War, it could be The Last of Us, it could be Uncharted. And I realized that I enjoy the Call of Duty campaigns a lot, but I never really see anyone talk about them with the respect that they do a God of War, a The Last of Us, a Uncharted, like a real good story. And I compared it to going to buy a cheap cologne at Dollar Tree. You're not going to take care of it because it's just like whatever. That's kind of how Call of Duty campaigns are looked at. But if you go and buy a cologne at a really high expensive place, you're going to take care of it, kind of like you would with a God of War campaign or something like that. Those campaigns are really good. And so I wanted to give Call of Duty the same respect that I would give a big, great story like a Red Dead Redemption. You know, I want to look at it through those lenses, and that's why I started the gaming talk, and I kind of pivoted to Call of Duty, and Call of Duty was the one that gave me the most results. So we grew tremendously because of Call of Duty this year. But I'm going to continue to expand my horizons, try out different shooters, try out more regular gaming, continue to do Call of Duty, and that's kind of what we have in store for 2025. I want to end this video by saying thank you so much to everyone that watched, all the new subscribers, all the fans, all the members, everyone that's always commenting, consistently giving advice, giving ideas. I enjoy all of it, and I want it to continue in 2025, and hopefully we can grow even more. The new goals for 2025 is hitting 50,000 subscribers. I know that is a massive goal, and seeing how we didn't even hit our goal for 2024, but I got a feeling that 2025 is going to be a good year. A lot of great things are happening, a lot of good things coming up, and I'm going to try some new stuff, new editing styles, new stories, and we're going to see what happens. But the goal is 50,000 for 2025. We had a hell of a year in 2024. Thank you so much, everybody, and I'll see you in the next one.